Okay, so I have a question for the guys in the front row. Okay, so the one, not the incels and the angries, but like the guys I originally started trying to talk to. Oh, sorry, this is crooked. About like the guys that like genuinely want to have like a good long-term relationship and like a healthy one, guys that have like been on their healing journey and are in a really good place and like emotionally stable and all that good stuff, right? Or as emotionally stable as anyone can be in this day and age. So I want to know, so I've been talking plenty about like my list, right? Which is a pretty general list of like what most women want, the follow through, initiative, decisiveness, consistency, good communication, like good emotional capacity, that kind of stuff. And then like I'll throw my fun ones in, like obviously a great sense of humor, like sarcasm, banter, like you got to have that with me. But so like that's kind of a general list of like what kind of the women of my group are looking for, right? Sort of this elevated independent woman that like doesn't need to be in a relationship, is perfectly happy staying single forever in the life that we've built, but are at a stage in our lives where we have the capacity for a choice kind of a relationship, like a choice companionship and a character type thing that might add to our lives versus detract from it. So I'm talking to the guys that feel similarly in that same category. What are you looking for? I mean, I know what I see on the dating profiles and whatnot, and I would imagine there's probably some similarities in kind of what both sides are looking for, but I'm really curious, like what is, like, forget about, and I don't want to hear anything about cleaning my house and cooking my dinner and sex, and like we know you all want that. Okay, we want that too. I'm not mad at a guy that cooks me dinner once in a while, really, I'm not. But what do you want? Like what is it? Because we have to figure out how to communicate with each other. We have to figure out how to find our way to each other kind of through this crowd of madness that is in the way. And so like how do we do that? And like how do we, and I'm sensitive, like I don't want to anger the ladies by saying like what do women need to do to make themselves attractive to men? That's not the question I'm asking. That's not it. Like, because I don't believe in that per se. It's how do we figure out, like, if we know we're in the same bucket and we know we're looking for the same things, and these are guys that are looking for a completely different type of relationship than what's been presented to them societally and from patriarchy growing up, where you were supposed to just be like a provider and a husband and a dad, and she's supposed to cook dinner, and I don't know, that's like, forget about that, forget about like the old traditional stuff. But like I'm assuming, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm assuming you're kind of also looking for this like elevated type of like dating and getting in a relationship for character and choice, and to elevate and not detract from your life either, right? And so we're both out here and we can't find each other. So, and we're asking you to come to the table with certain things. And I would imagine that you also have some things that you would like to see as well. So, because there's plenty of women out there that are turning you off, just like the men that are turning me and all my friends off. So like, I'm just really curious actually, because I don't think I've asked that question. I think I'm still like as elevated and intelligent and thoughtful as I am. I'm still fighting through like societal expectations. And so even when I go on a date, I think in my head, I'm probably thinking like, well, all I have to do probably here, like I have to just get through a really great conversation and like get to another date or whatnot. But at some point, I'm just going to satisfy this guy by sleeping with him. As long as I'm also funny and smart, like maybe I'll stick around. But like I can't. I have to admit that I don't think too much else. I guess because I look at it like you either like me or you don't. And if you don't like me, that's okay. That's your prerogative. And if you do, then I'm not too worried. I'm kind of like, all right, I must be bringing to the table what I need to. And then, like, as I get to know you, there'll be more and it'll get more comprehensive and cooler. I think, I don't know. The way I look at it like this, like some guy told me the other day, I'm a 4.3. Okay, fine. I think that when I'm in the not confines, not the right word, when I'm in the presence of a healthy relationship that actually like starts to go somewhere, I actually think I can hit probably a 9 when you take and balance all the other stuff, like take the appearance out of it. Like I look like shit most of the time because I don't work right now. So I'm either like I'm at the beach and coming in here, or I'm at the gym, whatever. It doesn't mean I don't take care of things, but I haven't exactly like dressed for work when I come onto these videos. So I'll take the 4.3, but forget like, if looks are good enough and you're not dealing with like a physically repulsive person, then you add the intelligence, the humor, the emotional stuff. Like I'm pretty confident I can hit a 9. But maybe I'm missing something and maybe I should be thinking a little bit more about it. I think I've just always been conditioned. Well, I haven't been conditioned by society, but I have been conditioned amongst friends and family to make sure that I'm getting what I want and that I'm happy. So I guess that means that maybe I do think a little bit less of like what you think, and I'm a little bit more yes or no from your perspective. It's like either yes, you want to see me again, or no, you don't. And I don't spend a lot of time thinking about why, because I just think everybody has what they're attracted to, and I think we all have our prerogative to be attracted to certain things, and not attracted to others. And so I don't actually take it personally when somebody's like, nope, not interested in seeing you again. Like I do not lose sleep over that. It's just like I've said before, it's just the science of pheromones. It is what it is. So it's not. I don't get angry about it. I don't think I have since like I was in my early 20s. I think the last time I cried over a boy, aside from the narcissist, was probably in my early 20s. So yeah, I'm just curious, like, what are you guys thinking? And again, I'm not talking to you cavemen guys and incels and like you want somebody to like take care of you because you can't take care of yourself. I'm talking to the guys that actually do take care of themselves, that actually like are there. And probably even cook better than I do. And I'm not a bad cook, but I've recently encountered people that are actually men that are better at it than I am, which is kind of funny because that's the dynamic in my parents' house too. My dad does all the cooking. So you wonder where I come from. I am my father's daughter and also my mother's. A perfect combination. Because if you ever saw the dynamic between them, then nothing about me should surprise you. They have an incredibly equitable marriage and did long before that was a thing. So now I'm going off on my ADHD rant. But I'm curious, and like I admit I probably haven't asked this question because I think maybe in my mind I thought it's like anti-feminist, but I'm not asking it from that perspective. And I think the right guys know what I'm talking about, and the right women know what I'm asking. I don't think I'm betraying my gender just by being curious. So would love to hear your thoughts.